If you're like me and you've been too busy scaling your brand and just being in the trenches that you've actually missed this new Facebook update that came out a few weeks ago, you're going to want to listen to this. Facebook posted a very interesting update, literally giving away their secrets, telling the public how the platform is going to be working for the next year, what you need to focus on, and how can you best use Meta to make your ads profitable. So in today's video, I want to run you down this article that I found and actually share my thoughts on what I think this means for the e-commerce space and paid advertising. My name is Justin, and I'm the founder at Wizo Media, an e-commerce marketing agency specializing in elevating thriving brands by simplifying e-commerce growth. So first of all, I invite you to actually open up the article for yourself. Just Google Meta Performance 5 and you should be able to find it. It's an article that was published on September 29, 2022. But again, I don't know how, I just came across it. Someone actually shared that with me recently, and it's actually changed my perspective and made me understand a lot better some of the things I've already shared on the channel over the last few months. So I usually share a lot of news and updates about my personal experience with ads, what I'm noticing across our clients, right? We have access to thousands of data points because of our clients. We're able to see at a macro perspective what is shifting in the industry. So that's usually my experience that I share on the channel. But I also wanted to take Facebook stance today, which if we have 1,000 data points as an agency, they probably have tens of millions, if not billions of data points on their end. So what Facebook says right here is that they've developed a simple framework that they call the Performance 5, which is a 5-step framework to help you get the most out of your ad spend with the platform. So the first thing that they talk about is account simplification. So right here, they talk about reducing complexity of the accounts to make sure that you exit the learning phase as soon as possible. And now, very interesting bit that I want to point your attention to is this last sentence, which what they're saying here is to help automate the campaign process. Last month, we launched Advantage Plus shopping campaigns, a new tool under Meta Advantage that automates the delivery, creation, and management of ad campaigns with the power of AI. So I've recently released videos about Advantage Plus campaigns and how they've been doing amazingly well for our clients. There's actually this video that I released about those campaigns combined with the website and shop conversion event, which actually also brings Meta Shop within that. We had lower CPMs. We actually cut our CPMs by over 50% by actually switching to that. And ROAS literally doubled almost overnight for the clients that we've tried this with. As of right now, for pretty much all agency clients, we're starting to rely a lot on these Advantage Plus shopping campaigns. And this goes hand in hand with one of my recent videos. So I've made a video about the 2 buckets of e-commerce paid advertising: profitability and maintenance and branding versus I want to scale. And I'm actually going to do an update today on what I said in that video. So my take on this video was that if you wanted to scale, you should rely more on the platform, which is stuff like Advantage Plus campaigns, broad audiences, etc. If you want it to be profitable while maintaining ad spends or just focused on branding, then you may or may not want to do that because the campaign is switching your cropping. My take today is going to be completely different. Scrap that. Everybody, regardless of whether or not you want to focus on branding, should focus on using the platform to their advantage. Why? Facebook is literally telling you that. The platform is telling you, hey, this is how you can benefit from our ads. This is how you can make more money. And in our experience, every single client, literally, I have no client right now that refutes this argument. Every client that we've switched to an Advantage Plus campaign has made more money or had lower CPMs or lower cost per acquisition as a result of that switch. So I don't care if you care about branding, you should be able to adapt slightly at least to make sure that you are able to benefit from that. Because what they do right here is, if you don't really understand what the Meta Advantage does for your ads, is it creates dozens, hundreds, even sometimes, through time, depending on the ad spend and how long you're going to run these campaigns, thousands of micro variations of your ads. You might have one where it adds the headline on top of your ad, moves it slightly, adds a little bit of a color behind the headline, switches your cropping. It does a bunch of micro variations, looks at how the market responds to these variations, and then we'll do more of the winning variations all through AI. And I really want to focus on with the power of AI. I also made a video not too long ago talking about why I think media buyers are going in stink. And to be quite honest, I think it's gonna happen a lot faster than we think. If we're literally just taking what Facebook is telling us, they are already using AI. There are a bunch of new softwares like AdCreatives.ai that exist, Jasper.ai for your copy. So you can use external platform with AI in order to power your ads, which basically renders almost useless the job of a media buyer and even creative strategist to that point. But Facebook is already doing natively. And this is the biggest thing. Google has announced their AI in the last few weeks. Now Bing is actually launched with a new AI. So Microsoft is in the AI game with Bing. Microsoft is trying to buy actually ChatGPT/OpenAI at some point, or at least invest into it if I'm not mistaken. Google is launching their AI. Facebook is using AI. So literally, like, if you're not already using AI as part of our workflow, I don't know what you're doing. You need to start using it now. There is going to be a short-term amount of time, which is probably going to be 6 to 12, maybe 6 to 18 months, where as a marketer or as an e-commerce brand owner, you can actually leverage AI and use that as an advantage for yourself. So people will probably start charging more for their services because they're more efficient, or take on more clients because they're going to use AI to be more efficient, which I think is going to take some time before the market catches on to that. But then at some point, it's just going to become mandatory. Like, people are going to expect AI. For the first time in the last few weeks, a prospective client hopped on a call and was like, I'm guessing you guys already use AI for copy, right? And I was like baffled by that. No one ever expected us to use AI as of the last few weeks. So the first time this ever happened to me, to have a prospective client say, I guess you guys are already using AI for copy, right? Which was like a big hit for me. It's like, yeah, we are, but it's crazy that the market is already catching on to it. So with that being said, you don't have a lot of time before everybody is going to start using it. So use it now while it's being underutilized. Now, the point number 2 is creators for direct response. I won't spend too much time on there, but they're talking about their branded content ads on Meta. What they're basically saying is like, leverage creators for your ads. So in other words, if I rephrase that, do UGC. Is literally what they're saying right here. UGC works great on TikTok. I've screamed on the channel many times now that UGC that usually works great on TikTok is working just as much, if not better, on Facebook and Instagram. This is what Facebook is confirming, is like, hey, use creators. They're gonna do amazing. And if that's not clear enough for you, they literally say it in the next point right here. We've seen advertisers lean into UGC style ads, or ads that appear to have been created by a customer creator to connect with their customers and drive performance. They literally mention, name drop UGC style videos on the next point. And here, that point is quite interesting. Again, creative diversification. They're talking about right here that you want to make sure that you diversify your creative formats, that you test a lot of different creative angles. Creative. There's an entire point on creatives. Again, it's funny. Where did you guys probably hear that before? Again, on YouTube, been talking a lot about why are creatives important, because the platform is literally telling you now, and like, it cannot be more clear. They're telling you, hey, we're gonna handle targeting and how we display your ads. Don't worry about targeting. Don't worry about finding the ideal customers. We got you. We got you with the Advantage Plus shopping campaign. Because if you've used that, literally you can't even target. You can't even exclude people. Like, it's set in stone with what Facebook is giving you. So creative diversification, what they're telling you is like, hey, the only other variable you can control now is your creative level. It's the ad level. This is where you can have an impact. How can you have an impact? Diversify. Stop testing the same old static image. Stop testing the same video style. Do a lot of creatives, because all of your work is put at the creative level. Now, this is nothing new, which they're talking about, like the conversion API. They're saying like, if you don't already use CAPI, you need to use CAPI, which honestly, if you've been living under a rock, then you probably never heard of that. But like, hopefully you've not been living under a rock and you already have conversion API installed, which is super important since iOS 14. They also have conversion lift, which is like their next point. Personally, we've never used conversion lift as of now, but what conversion lift is, and I'm gonna try and explain that in the best terms as possible, but don't call me on that. Also check out their conversion lift page right here. But again, if we read what they do, is like, conversion lift helps you understand the true value, very important, true value of your Facebook, Instagram, and Audience Network ads at driving incremental sales and conversion. So basically, they're gonna try and guesstimate based on your ad data, what are the conversions that you might be missing right now because of inability to track of these platforms. So they're gonna try and estimate your conversions, therefore giving you a conversion lift. So should help with your reporting, should help you understand better the impact of your ads overall. So after reading all of this article, I was quite happy to read that my guesses from the last few months, my intuitions, my findings of the market are quite accurate, right? Looking into that. Facebook has not only confirmed most of them, but honestly, I was quite surprised to see the AI part and how they're leaning very much into AI now. So it's going to be interesting to see in 2023 how this evolves. Now, if you're listening to this video, we've got 3 options for you to do after this. Like if you're like, I got no money, I don't want to do anything, but I want to have my questions answered by you, Justin. I want to be a part of a community of e-commerce brand owners. Check out our free Facebook group in the description down below and join that. It's going to be the perfect place for you to hang out with other like-minded marketers and e-commerce brand owners. Now, if you are making less than $500,000 a year with your e-commerce brand and you want expert help, you want advice, you want us to help you implement ideas, but you don't want to pay insane agency fees, then check out Peak Ad, which is our new program that helps on a done-with-you basis e-commerce brand owners starting out with their ads. Last but not least, if you're making more than $500,000 a year, then also check out our agency right below, which we would be more than happy to have you part of our client roster. On that note, check out some more videos on the channel for some more Facebook ads, TikTok ads, Google ads, and e-commerce marketing tips, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.